Hi all, welcome back. In the previous video, we introduced the idea of interpretable machine learning and discuss what interpretability actually means. Now, I hope so. Now we understand what interpretability is, and now we are moving to the next question. Why does interpretability matter so much in machine learning? This question is at the heart of explainable AI because today machine learning systems are no longer limited to research labs. They are actively shaping decisions in healthcare, finance, education, hiring and public policies. In this video, we will carefully explore why interpretability is essential not just for researcher but for society as a whole. To understand this, we must first look at the major limitations of modern ML models. Many modern machine learning models, especially deep learning and ensemble methods, are extremely powerful and highly accurate. However, they come with a serious drawback. They operate as a black box models. In this example, you can able to see that this is a black box model, and here I send the input data into my model, and the result it shows is an insect, but we don't know why our model think it as an insects, why it is not a flower or a tree or a plant. So this is how, and this is the place we need an explainable AI to know how it predicted it. A black box model produces an output, but it does not naturally reveal how the input features contributed to the output. We know that the prediction is accurate, but we don't know why it was made. For example, a model might reject a loan application or flag a patient as high risk, but it may not explain which factors were responsible for that decision. This lack of transparency becomes a major concern when machine learning is used in real world decision making. So the question becomes, how do we address this lack of transparency? This is where interpretability comes in. Interpretability is needed for several interconnected reasons. First, it builds trust. If user cannot understand a system decision, they are unlikely to trust it, no matter how accurate it is. Second, interpretability provides transparency. It allows us to see how a model behaves instead of treating it as a mysterious entity. Third, it enables human validation. Humans can examine whether the model reasoning aligns with the real world logic and domain knowledge or it's something else. Next, interpretability also helps with error detection and ethical decision making, ensuring that models do not behave unfairly or dangerously. For example, one of the when it comes to ethical decision making, the well-known state, one of the machine learning model predicted a African American into a gorilla. So we don't know how that happens and why they are considered as a gorilla, and don't know. But the thing is, what they won't train the data efficiently with the American African American people. So if there is an ethical consideration or the error detection factor is available in the explainable AI, we can able to rectify it in there itself. So these are some of the major case studies we will discuss in detail about in ethical implications. These concerns becomes especially making its high stakes applications, and in many domains, machine learning system directly influence decisions that can change people's life. In healthcare, Models assist in diagnosing disease or predicting patients' risk. In finance, algorithms approve or deny loans and detect frauds. In criminal justice, model may assess risk or guidance sentencing decisions. In education systems, monitor student performance and flag students are at risk or not. In all these cases, a wrong or biased decision can have serious consequences. Am I right? You are following with me, right? That is why an unexplainable prediction is simply not acceptable in high stake domains like these. People deserve clear, understandable reason behind decisions that affect their health, finance, education, and freedom. And at the center of all these concerns lies one key factor: trust. Trust is fundamental to the successful adaptation of AI system. When a model provides explanation, user feels more confident interacting with them. They can see that the system is not acting randomly or unfairly. Interpretability also allows users to question decisions. If an explanation does not make sense, the decision can be changed, reviewed, or corrected. This ability to question and verify decision transforms AI from an unquestionable authority into an collaborative tool. As trust increases, acceptance of AI system also increases. However, trust alone is not. We must also address is fairness. One of the most serious risks in machine learning is hidden bias. Hidden bias is nothing but an unfair decision or an incorrect decision. Models learn patterns from historical data, and if that data contains any bias, any unfair decision, as like I have explained in a previous slide, like the African American is predicted as an gorilla because there is no trained data in as an African American people. So these kind of examples, these kind of data which will help in creating bias. The model may unknowingly produce an amplify its decision. For example, a model might favor certain demographic groups, regions, or socio-economic backgrounds, not because it was designed to, but because the data reflects past inequalities, as like I have already told. Interpretability helps us identify which features influence predictions. If sensitivity or unfair features plays a major role, we can detect the problem easily, early, and take corrective actions. Without interpretability, such bias can remain invisible and harmful. Interpretability also helps us from a technical perspective. Interpretability is not only about ethics, it also improves the quality of machine learning models too. By understanding how a model behaves, we can identify irrelevant or misleading features, detect any wrong correlations, and diagnose unexpected errors. This insights helps data scientists refine feature selections, improve training data, and debug the model more efficiently and effectively. In many cases, interpretability leads to models that are not only fairer but also more robust and reliable. Beyond ethics and performance, interpretability is becoming a legal requirement nowadays. Governments and regulatory bodies around the world are recognizing the risk of AI system. For example, European Union GDPR includes a right to explanation which gives individual the right to ask why an automated decision was made about them. In finance, healthcare, and insurance, transparency is required for auditing and accountability. As a result, interpretability is no longer optional. it is often legally mandatory. Organizations that fail to provide explanations risk legal, ethical, and reputational consequences. Finally, interpretability changes how human and machine works together. Machine learning systems excel at identifying complex patterns in large data set. Human, on the other hand, bring context, experience, and ethical judgments. Interpretability acts as the communication between human and the machine. When humans understand a model reasoning, they can make better decisions, override incorrect predictions, and use AI responsibly. This collaboration ensures that AI remains a supportive tool rather than an uncontrollable authority. Let's summarize what we have learned in this video. To summarize, interpretability is a cornerstone of responsible machine learning. It builds trust, ensures fairness, detects bias, improves model performance, supports ethical decisions, and satisfies regulatory requirements. Most importantly, interpretability ensures that machine learning systems remain transparent, accountable, and human-centered. In the next, we will explore an important concept in explainable AI, which is black box and white box models. Thank you all.